Hi, and welcome to the channel. Today we have a shorter practice designed with mental health in mind. So this practice will be very slow pace, and we will use it more to connect and to dive inward more deeply, to be more present with our thoughts, so that when we step off of our mat, we can use that ability to temper our feelings and our judgment to help us manage stress when we're out in the world today. So let's go ahead and come to the center of our mat, and we'll start in a wide-legged child's pose. So just allow the hips to sink back. And your choice here, you can either extend the arms long or keep them at your side, whatever you feel is most comfortable. And just allow the forehead to come down to the mat. Start to breathe through the nose. Inhale and feel the breath travel and move through the body. Exhale, surrender to the release of the breath. On the next inhale, we're going to slowly walk the hands over towards the left side, so they'll probably go off the mat a little bit. We'll take a side angle stretch here in our wild-legged child's pose. And this time, as you inhale, feel the breath expand through the right side of the body, opening through the side ribs. Maybe you feel it all the way into the right hip. Use this posture to focus inward and allow your thoughts to just be. Allow them to pass through without any judgment. And to come and go as they will. Your mind will always want to continue to move and to go from one thing to the next. But in these asanas today, we can take a mindful meditation to just allow the thoughts to continue to pass. We don't need to fixate on any particular notion. They can just pass and move on to the next with no judgment. Start to walk the hands over towards the right side. And we'll take that stretch here. With every inhale, expand. Feel the breath nourish as it travels through the body. Bringing energy through the outside of the left arm into the left side ribs, through the left glute and the hip. And as you exhale, you release and soften as the body sinks down deeper into the mat. From here, start to walk the hands back into center, and we'll still stay in this wide-legged child's pose shape. This time, keep the left arm extended. Start to draw the right arm through and under for a little twist in your wide-legged child's pose, and the right side of the head comes to the mat. If it feels good, you can take that left arm behind you and maybe tuck it into that right thigh for a bind. And just relaxing today, no pushing or pulling. Just allowing that body to soften. Feel the outside of the right shoulder getting a nice stretch as your body melts over the top of the right arm. We'll start to release. Maybe unhook that arm if you had the bind. We'll come through center and we'll take that over to towards the right. So draw that left arm underneath the right. You can either keep the right arm above the head, or you can start to slowly wrap it around and maybe bring the right hand to the inside of the left thigh for a bind. Use these poses to feel grounded and safe. You have all that you need within you. Slowly unhook that right arm and then take the right hand out in front of you. We'll come up into a tabletop just for a moment. We have been on the tops of the feet for a little while, so why don't we just tap them out onto the mat just to wake them up a little bit. And from here, we're going to swing those legs around and we'll come to sit facing the side of the mat, and we'll take a seated wide-legged forward fold. So extend the legs out at a diagonal, however is comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be too crazy wide. Start to sit up tall, and then you can walk the hands forward as you bend from the hips and lower down into your wide-legged forward fold. You don't need to come very far, and since this is just a grounding and relaxing practice, again, we are emphasizing the relaxation portion of the pose more than the pulling or pushing and trying to deepen further through that method. So just bend from the hips, relax. You can also grab a block or two and stack them in front of you and even rest your forehead on top of the blocks. And wherever you're at, either sitting up tall or maybe you're all the way down at your mat. Breathe deeply into the back of the legs. When you're ready, slowly lift up. Pause at the center. And from here, we'll take that right foot and draw it over so that the sole of the right foot meets the inside of the left thigh. Maybe shift the hips a little bit so that you can align to face that left foot. Inhale the arms up and exhale, forward fold over that left leg. Again, if you have a block at the inside of your left leg here, you can use that to rest the forehead down. We'll go ahead and relax into this forward fold position. Feel yourself root down into the earth, connected to your mat. Connected to that energy of the earth as you inhale and draw that energy up through the body. Exhale, relax. Maybe deepen slightly further. Feel the neck and the head relax down as it releases. Notice the back of the left leg opening up as the hamstring stretches and relaxes into the mat. Slowly start to lift. And from here, we'll keep the legs just as they are. Take a hold of the left foot with the left hand and grab a hold of the inside of the left foot, and we'll take a twist as we either take the right hand to the outside of the right hip, or if you again like to take the bind, you can wrap that right hand to the inside of the left thigh. As you start to open the chest up towards the sky, maybe bring the gaze upward. Feel that right shoulder opening, moving back and downward. Continue to follow the breath. Notice if you're holding anywhere. Very good. From here, we'll take those over to the right side. So let's extend that right foot and leg out to a diagonal. And the left sole of the foot comes to the inside of the right thigh. Shift the hip so that you are facing directly towards the right leg. Inhale the arms up and then exhale, folding it forward. Allow yourself to relax over that right leg. Keep the knee pointing upward. Toes of the right foot are flexed. Feel the stretch into the lower back. Remember, there is no judgment here. We all make our own shape. Every body is different. You find what version of the shape feels good for your body. So if you're up a little higher, if you're using a block, if you're folded all the way onto the mat, use what your body needs. Start to lift up, and we'll take that fun twist again. Again, the right hand comes to the inside of the right foot, and the left hand can either stay on the outside of the left hip as you twist and open, or take the bind and draw the left hand to the inside of the right hip as you gaze upward. Continue to inhale the energy from the earth. And on every exhale, release. Inhale peace through the body. Exhale, soften with peace. When you are ready, release the bind. Start to slowly unravel. And we'll take the feet and bring them around as we come through a tabletop. And just quickly, we will push back into a downward facing dog. We're not going to stay in this position. We're going to return right back towards the mat. Draw that the right foot in for your half pigeon pose. So the right knee just behind the right wrist. Maybe walk your left leg back a little bit. And adjust that right shin so that it's at an angle that is comfortable for you. Adjust the hip points so that you feel balanced and not tipping from one side to the other. Inhale tall, and then on an exhale, maybe start to walk down. Come down to the forearms, or if you would like, you can take the forehead all the way down to the back of the hands. And we'll stay for a couple of breaths in our half pigeon. And really opening up through the hips and through that sacral chakra so we can keep ourselves feeling more connected with our body and just connected with one another in that universal energy that drives all of us. Start to slowly push back in your half pigeon pose. Keep the right leg where it's at, and we'll draw that left leg around, crossing the left foot to the outside of the right thigh. Inhale the right arm up to the sky, and you can take the left hand behind the left hip. And from here, draw either the right elbow to the inside of that left knee, or if you would like, you can just take a squeeze of that left leg as we twist and look towards the back of the room, looking past that left shoulder. Inhale, grow tall, and exhale, maybe deepen a little further. When you're ready, release. Unravel that left foot, draw it behind you, and we'll come through tabletop, push into a downward facing dog just for a moment, just to give our hips a little lift so that we can draw that left leg through and into our half pigeon on the left side. Again, adjust. Find whatever feels comfortable for you in your half pigeon. I know that this pose can be quite challenging, so whether you stay high up on the fingertips or start to lower all the way down onto the mat, just continue wherever you feel comfortable. Remember, we're here to relax today. No need to push in our practice. Use this space for a mental reset and to allow yourself to accept your body where it's at. When you're ready and you've had enough of that juicy stretch, start to lift yourself up, and we'll take the twist over on this side. Draw the right foot up and across until it rests on the outside of that left thigh. And from here, the right hand goes behind you as you lift the left arm up into the sky. Maybe go for the twist, the deeper twist, with the elbow hooking to the inside of that right leg. Or if you want to take the squeeze, just give that right leg a hug and draw the right leg in as you twist and look again towards the back of the room. Sending that inhale all the way through the length of the spine. And then on an exhale, feel the middle portion of the back maybe open a little more. When you're ready, release. This time we'll take the feet in front of us and just roll onto our backs. Once you've joined me onto the mat, just go ahead and take a big hug of your shins, drawing the knees inward. Allow the tailbone to feel heavy. One more deep inhale. And on the exhale, start to release the legs. And we'll continue and take a little shift onto our side. Left or the right side, whatever works for you. And you can curl the knees in. Maybe rest the hands underneath the side of the head. And we'll start to close out our practice here just in this side lying pose. Make yourself as comfortable as you need. You could even grab a pillow. Use these last moments just to give yourself the time to acknowledge that you are valued. Your opinions have value. You have worth. When you are ready, you can slowly start to blink the eyes open. Maybe push into the mat with your hands to lift yourself up and guide yourself into a seated position, however feels comfortable for you. And we'll inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, draw the palms down through heart center, just slightly tucking the chin. Exhale, release the hands, maybe take them to the tops of the knees. And that was our quick sequence to slow down and take a mental break for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, a comment below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more sequences every single week. Take care and have a great day. Bye.